Hey there guys, what's up? It's JP here and I'm finally back with the next part of the Reaper of Souls playthrough. Let's just resume the game here wherever we left off. And as you can tell, I'm still a little sick. There's been a bit of a haze issue here. A lot to do with one of the neighboring countries burning trees or something like that. I'm not really sure. So this part is actually the longest part if I'm not mistaken. So we could be taking a while here. So let's see what they have to say here.
An enchanting young woman who is much more than her youth suggests will come to your aid today. She can be of great help to you, so try to be polite, will you?
My aid? What danger will I face that requires help from a stranger?
Oh, it's that coven again. They're going to try and ambush you.
So spoiler alert, I guess. But by the time you figure this out, you know.
I was just talking to Hedrick. He is still denying his grief. He really needs to open up. If he would just let me comfort him, it would do him a world of good.
Yeah, I'm sure it would.
Hey lady, I got some new things. You should take a
This
look.
annoying little girl over there. There's a lady over here we can talk to, I believe. Wonder.
I have never been outside the city my entire life. I have never even been outside the palace. When they threw us out here, I thought I would die. I was terrified. But now, look at this view. I have never understood how large the world actually was. It is beautiful.
Jeez, what rock have
There
you
ain't
been
no
living
guards
under?
around, are there? Good, because I got some new items to show you.
God, that guy's
Here we are.
nauseous.
Chaldeum, Jewel of the East. Uncle Deckard loved this place.
He wouldn't now that it is under the spell of Belial, Lord of Lies. I can smell his stench, Omir.
You two try to find out where Belial is, while I hunt down Magda. Your uncle will be avenged, Leah.
Yeah, vengeance. Nothing here. Yeah, we can talk to Hedrick, I guess.
Chaldeum, did you miss the stink and the pomp?
I told myself I'd never come back here. And yet here I am.
Because of what happened to your father?
Because of what happened to me. Some scars don't heal, and there's no point in scratching at them, is there? The weather doesn't suit me either.
Can't blame you, I guess. I wonder how they brought all their stuff here. Seems really hard to do. Look at this tent, man.
You seem down today. Tell me what Miriam can do for you.
I am simply thinking about our next steps. Planning is vital.
Well, planning is also boring, if your frowns are any indication. So, the Demon Lords want to crush all humanity beneath their heel. Does that mean you can't smile? The cultists are making a great mess of things out in the desert. They deserve the painful death you will bring to them.
What is the Coven's goal?
They are torturing and killing innocent villagers to lure you into their trap. But you'll get the better of them, won't you?
Of course I will. If not, well, it's technically impossible to die in this game anyways. Unless you're on hardcore.
God, where did these refugees come from?
I am not a god. I am a Shira, commander of the Iron Wolves. We saved these refugees from Magda's coven, that even now wreaks havoc throughout the borderlands.
I am hunting Magda. Do you know where she's going?
She's heading toward Alcarnus, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way. Through the Kasim outpost.
That's nice. Let's talk to this sexy
All
lady
of
here.
these people have fled from the cultists in Alcarnus. They are refugees far from their homes.
Why can't they enter the city?
The Imperial Guard lets no one in. These people are sentenced to a slow death.
That's terrible.
The Iron Wolves were mercenaries, until we helped the Zakarum priests find the successor to the first Emperor Hakan. We became the Emperor's personal guard after that, but everything changed a few months ago when the first refugees began arriving. An Imperial Guard was created to protect the citizens from the refugees, while we were out in the desert fighting the Coven and their demon spawn. Eventually, they took over.
Right. That sucks, right? Let's see if there's any conversations, because that's how it works here, apparently. You talk to one guy and then another guy starts talking.
Chaldeum, everything Uncle Deckard left me leads to this place. It's strange. I first met him here when I was only a child, and now his loss feels heavier than ever. He was right about everything all along. We have to stop Belial before it's too late.
Looks like the scoundrel has something to say. So we'll be doing a lot of talking in this video, I imagine.
Tell me, do you have any other family?
My brother and I were orphans. We only had each other.
Was he a thief as well?
No, he was a member of the city guard.
That must have caused some trouble.
Not as much as you might think. Until the end, that is.
Right. Kind of gruesome there. What's up with this guy? This kind of reeks of disconnect here, so let me just really quickly go and check. There we go. He's just a little slow today. Yeah.
I have considered what we discussed, and you are correct. I know little about my past, beyond what my order has told me. But what does it matter? Look what they have done for me. They've turned me into a living weapon, a light against darkness.
Do you believe that?
What do you want from me, Crusader? The memories were taken from...
The inner city is closed by order of His Eminence, Emperor Hakan II.
Nauseous prick, man. I was talking halfway. So there are a few things to people to talk to
Tyrael
here.
and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Chaldeum while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Good. Learn what you can, while I hunt Magda.
Be careful. Alcarnus sounds like Magda's trap.
That's because it kind of is. So patience.
Many of my banished peers have fled for Lut Gholein. Not me. I shall wait for our Emperor to come to his senses.
Very noble, my lady. So it has nothing to do with the last caravan leaving 10 minutes ago?
What impudence! How dare you even speak to me?
Apologies, my lady. You'd best take up your concerns with the Emperor.
Right. So people here are angry. That's the gist of it, I guess. A refugee.
The last Emperor wouldn't have treated us like this.
Yeah, not interested in this
Everything I
guy.
had was in Alcarnus.
There's another noble
All
woman
this
here.
pain and suffering. This is what happens when you let a child sit on the throne.
My family.
It looks like nobody has anything significant left to say, so let's
This
just get
gate
out of here.
leads to Alcarnus. You'll need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the Cassium outpost.
Alright,
we haven't
so
heard anything from the
Magda
Iron
will
Wolves.
pay for her wickedness.
There's a lot of interruption going on
Take
here.
heed, traveler. Cultists guard these desert roads, and they will slay any who pass.
Excellent. I have some questions for these cultists.
You mean to kill them, do you not? I shall come along. There are illusions out there. Mirages to some. But I can see them for what they are. The Coven's foul magic. They will lead you to your death.
I've dealt with this coven before.
She looks different than anyone we have seen.
I would rather not discuss the sand wasp. These overgrown insects wouldn't be notable whatsoever if not for their exceptionally poisonous stings, which, alas, killed my young apprentice. I thought he would be more careful when I sent him to retrieve a sample from the hive, but his parents did not understand my perspective.
Right.
The Lakuni, or Panther Men as they are sometimes called, have inhabited the desert wastes east of Chaldeum for thousands of years. The large males are the tribe's leaders and protectors, while the agile females are expert hunters. Mostly they are primitive and reclusive creatures, although they will attack if cornered or hungry.
So those of you who have played Diablo, you would know about the Lucani Prowlers.
Be careful. They are very near to us.
Are they?
Largely considered
Demons will feast on your bones.
largely considered to be the best racers at the time, or for a time. I'm not sure about now. So as you can tell, my cough is really bad.
How did you know about the ambush?
I am an enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is Irena.
And I am a crusader. Nice to meet you, Irena. Why are you out here?
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
Captain, from behind!
Protect the people! Iron Wolf!
If not for you, the Lucuni would have eaten well this day.
Are there more Lucuni on the road to Alcarnus?
Even worse. Cultists are casting spells in 2 of their desert lairs to obscure the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there.
So let's go ahead and talk to the good old Templar here.
I have considered what we discussed. Are correct.
Oh god, this guy, man, so annoying.
I have considered what we discussed, and you are correct. I know little about my past, beyond what my order has told me. But what does it matter? Look what they have done for me. They've turned me into a living weapon, a light against darkness.
Do you believe that?
What do you want from me, Crusader? The memories were taken from me. It's done.
No one can take your memories. They can only hide them.
You may be right. I will find a way to take back my memories and exonerate my order.
There is another illusion here. The cultists tried to hide their footsteps, but their spells are weak and easily countered. If we follow these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals. I will seek out any other traces of their magic.
No.
I mean, no. Oh, that's right. He has a shield as well.
We were ambushed in the cave. Help the others.
Alright. Oops. Let's go back into that cave there.
There's no time to talk. Stay strong! I won't let you die while I still stand! I'm glad you came when you did.
I won't fall to you,
Thought I
rotten
was dead.
beasts!
Thank you.
Captain, there are too many! Let's help the others before they fall!
Alright.
Everyone's accounted for. Or dead. All right, men. Finish patching up these 2 and let's get out of this damned pit.
Yes, sir! Wait, do you hear that? Another ambush!
Men, kill that big Lucuni! That was a trying battle. Thank you for your help.
Alright, so that's that. Start discarding some of this stuff along the way here. Can look at the skills a little later on. Mm. So it seems like we're going up this way.
Look, more hidden footprints.
It seems that the Fallen are indeed creatures of demonic origin. The old heraldic tale claims they were once powerful servants of the mythical Asmodan. They purportedly aided him in his battle against the prime evils, and Diablo later punished them by twisting them into the small, stupid forms they now possess.
A fine choice.
Look, more hidden footprints. This is one of the cultist lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
The ritual is disrupted!
This should remove part of the illusion.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 Lords of Hell, for they are the greatest of the demons, and even whispering their names seems to poison the air around me. They are divided into the lesser evils, Belial, Asmodan, Juriel, and Andariel, and the prime evils, Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
Look, more hidden footprints.
So it looks like we're almost done with this part here.
Look, more hidden footprints.
The Dune Thresher is an elusive being with a tremendous capacity for bloodshed. It lurks beneath the skins, rising up to seize prey in its jaws and rend the body until it is but sinew and gore. I once saw a Thresher in the flesh, and it rather disagreed with my
This is one of the cultist lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
Right.
The ritual is disrupted!
There. That ought to
There! I owe you my life. Bless you.
This hero means to attack you in Alcarnaths. If I were you, I would set a trap at the Kasim outpost. But I am not you. For all I know, you wish to fail me again and force me to—
Tell me, what shall you do when Magda is dead?
Her master Belial wants to invade Sanctuary. His brother Asmodan desires that as well. I will kill them both, destroy their forces, and keep Sanctuary safe.
How curious. You must be the one I was meant to find here.
So we'll head back to town and hear what they have to say.
I think it is time for you to know my true tale.
Yeah, right
I
after
am not
this.
from Chaldeum. I learned these spells 1,500 years ago. My sisters and I pledged our service to a man of great power. We called him the Prophet. He trained us and placed us in a magical slumber to awaken in this era. I am to prevent the Lords of Hell from invading.
I think you're dangerous. I like that. Come, join me.
The Prophet has foreseen our victory. My favorite. I am fond of this.
All right.
Now to find the Kasim outpost.
You will find it to the north, though it is still some distance away.
There's a chest there. So let's go back to the camp. And we'll start talking to some of these guys.
I have thought of a way to retrieve my lost memories, but it is dangerous. I must ask you to promise me something. Should I lapse into my old sins, whatever they may be, you must kill me, as I killed John Dar.
You have my word. What is your plan?
I found a journal on John Dar's corpse, written in an ancient Templar cipher. I can translate it, but it will take some time. Perhaps studying his treachery will give me a clue into my past.
This worries you.
John Dar was once a man of faith, devoted to the Templar Order. What if he discovered something that made him betray himself? Matters not, for I must do this anyway.
I must say I'm very fond of this new family I find myself in. But you could be a bit more open about your love for us, you know.
I don't normally talk about love, unless I'm speaking of Zakarum.
Oh, don't try to hide it. You act like you just need us for our skills, but we know the real reason you've brought us along with you.
Oh, that's kind of sweet, I guess. Jeweler.
Have I ever told you that I knew Shen before he became part of our family here? Oh, he is such a sweet old fool. What a wild love we had for each other. He used to do the most surprising things, if you know what I mean. I could tell you stories that would curl your hair.
Please don't.
So disturbing,
New
my
goods
goodness.
today. Please look.
Super disturbing, that end.
How long has it been since you were in Chaldean?
Last time I passed through here was soon after meeting Mira. She wanted to stop and see the city, but I convinced her to travel on. My good memories of Chaldean feel like I'm watching someone else's life. I'll be glad for us to be gone.
Looks like he has no love for this place. Does this the woman, lady here have anything to say? Fear.
I stayed outside last night. I tried to ignore the silence, but the empty air felt like an open mouth above my head. Eventually, I realized I had to sleep. If someone was going to kill me, I was already dead. I hadn't slept that well in years.
Okay. Kind of morbid, I guess, but this is a game about lords of hells and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that I'll just end this video like that, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back pretty soon with another one for you guys. This is JP signing out.